Hi guys. So a while ago I went live, although I didn't save it, and I spoke about a cover of a magazine that I'm about to do. I will be featuring my home for the very first time, and what I love about the cover, it's actually a men's issue, but I'm the first woman to be featured on the cover, and it's just so inspiring. And we spoke about during the interview, which was so beautiful, about how women should empower each other and how women are a bit too harsh on each other. And we spoke about abuse and bullying, and I spoke about bullying because as a child in school I was bullied a lot. I went through grade school, high school. In fact, that's one of the big reasons why I dropped out of high school, was because I went through so much bullying that it was, unbearable. I would eat my lunch in the bathroom, and I would read all these negative comments about me on the walls, and it was just unbearable. And at the time I was in transition. I was about to join showbiz, and so I was being bullied a lot. I entered showbiz, and same situation happened to me, and I was bullied by a certain actress, and it was so bad that at the time I couldn't really speak about it. I was going to take it a step further, but I decided not to because I was too afraid. And the interview and this cover that I'm going to have is about how situations like that, it happens to a lot of women in school, and at work. And sometimes, you're afraid to confront all these things because you're afraid that people are going to judge you, that it's going to turn around and it looks like that you're the one that bullied other people. And I was just too afraid. I was young, inexperienced, and I didn't know how to put my foot down. I was afraid. But as time goes by, I realized that it's something that shouldn't have stopped me from doing the things that I should have done. And even if now I am being targeted all the time on social media, I realize that I don't want to continue, and I don't want to have to go through those things. And it won't stop. Me coming out and talking about bullying is not about, pointing the finger at a certain actress that did this to me. It's actually about me as a woman, as a person, and that it's just unacceptable. And now that I realize this because now that I plan to have a child, I'm so afraid. And maybe one of the fears that I had, and that's why I was afraid to get pregnant, was because I was afraid that those people were going to target my child. And I thought that I couldn't take it. I couldn't do that. I couldn't go through that, and I didn't want my child to go through that. So in a way, I'm coming out because I feel that I'm 33. It's been 7 years since the situation happened to me. And I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid to speak up. I'm not afraid to talk about it. I'm not afraid to actually narrate what happened to me and what was done to me, because I'm not the only one that it was done to. And I also want to come out and tell people that being bashed on social media, I would cry about it a lot. And a lot of people can relate to this, because not just because you're an artista or you're in the public eye, that people can scrutinize you, bring you down because you're so out there. And this happens to a lot of girls, not just to artistas. And it does get to you sometimes. It gets to you, and you feel really bad about yourself. You feel like you're not good enough. You feel like, you're fat, you're dark skin, you're not mestiza enough, and the list just goes on and on. And I've gotten invited to a lot of talks, but to be honest, I was always afraid to talk about it, to talk about bullying, to talk about, all these things that happened to me and are still happening to me. But I feel that it's time to come out and to share my story. And for me, my message would actually be don't let anyone tell you to shut up. Don't let anyone scare you and say, if you talk about this, I'm going to text my fans and I'm going to have them throw acid on your face. Or if you say anything, I'm going to make sure you and your family will suffer. I mean, don't let anyone do this to you. It doesn't matter if it happened 7 years ago. It doesn't matter if it happened 15 years ago. You can talk about it now. As long as you grow from it, you stay kind, you don't step on anyone, don't be afraid, because nobody can turn around the story. It doesn't matter, because whatever they say about you will not ruin you, because you did not do anything wrong. And so I am starting to come out, and I'm going to talk about it. And it's not because I want to ruin somebody. No, I just want to share what happened to me and how it made me into a better person. And I'm really, really grateful that I met the right people. I'm surrounded with the right people that really helped me, lift me up. My friends, my husband, and it's not about throwing shade at anyone. It's about doing what's right, encouraging people. I'm sorry? Huwag mong sisihin ang ibang... There you go. I'm not talking about creating war between fans or anything like that. It's about you're an actress, and you motivate your fans to behave a certain way. And this was exactly what was said to me, that if I said anything, I would be booed live on television whenever I had a live show. And that happened to me. If I said anything, that one text to their fans and they will ruin you on social media. And this has been constantly happening to me for 7 years now. And I'm not doing this because I want it to stop, in a way. I'm doing this because I want people to be motivated that you cannot control situations, but you can actually grow from it, and you can actually be stronger. And then maybe, for somebody like me, I want to come out and tell people that we don't have perfect lives, that we go through really tough times, and that no matter what you're going through, you can do it. And yeah. Okay, there are a lot of, yes. So, like, all the negative people that are, like, the fans, the trolls, that don't even have faces, they're all commenting all these things on my Instagram. But I don't care anymore. I haven't been caring about you. I'm doing this, and I'm coming out because I'm not afraid. And I'm not the only one that this happened to. I'm coming out because I'm encouraging all those girls in school that are being bullied, all these beautiful women at work that are also being bullied, and that feel little about themselves. Do not feel little. Do not feel like you can't do anything. Don't be afraid, because I'm not afraid anymore. And so this isn't about being negative. This is actually being about positive, about life, and that you can do it. And don't let anybody tell you that you're not good enough, and that you're not beautiful enough, that you're not thin enough, and you're not tall enough, you're not white enough, and you're going to have ugly children, and that no matter what you do, you're just scum of the earth type of thing, that you should actually go and kill yourself. Because it's Panda. See, she agrees. Panda, no. But this is exactly what I'm trying to say, is don't let anybody put you down. About my friends, the thing is, okay, I'm not going to get into that. I wasn't the one that was, okay, I don't want to say, but at the end of the day, just stay kind and don't let anybody lock you up or corner you or anything. And that women should support each other. Women should lift up each other. And you know what? To that person, if you want to become a better version of yourself, I'm all for it. And you never wish anybody ill. And you never want anybody to go through what you went through. So as a woman to woman, let's love each other. And we should support each other. And we should really just stop the hate. Yeah. And the people that are actually commenting now, thank you so much. You have really nice things to say. And the ones that are commenting that are negative, it doesn't get to me anymore. It doesn't. And to everybody that can relate, it shouldn't get to you. It's done, And so I will be talking about this women empowerment. It's going to be part of an interview. And again, this isn't something that I want to do because I want to get back at anyone. This is something that I want to share because this is my story. And I'm not the only one. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And that, you just have to keep going for your dreams. You just have to keep pushing yourself. And, don't let yourself fall into that dark hole. And, you're afraid to speak up, or you're afraid to, be authentic and be yourself because this and that. Don't care about what they say. Inspire each other. Thank you. Yeah. And I don't care. I am not afraid anymore. And that takes courage and a lot of tears, but I could say that I'm not afraid anymore to speak up about a certain incident that happened to me before. So that's it. I think I'm going to save this, and I'm not going to erase it. A while ago I did because I kind of, I didn't want it to have, I'm sure people are gonna, people from the other side of midnight is what I call them. They're gonna have something to say, but you know what? It's over. I don't care. So thank you so, so much. And I hope that this message touched you in a way. I hope that I inspired you. I hope that I motivated you, that you don't have to be angry at the world. You don't have to be angry at that person that did certain things to you. You just have to be kind. You have to be strong. You have to know your self-worth. And you have to pray a lot and surround yourself with amazing people that will lift you up. And never take any kind of insult. Never allow it to affect you. Because at the end of the day, you actually affect them. So I hope that you guys learned something. Thank you very, very much. Okay, guys. Thank you. And this goes out to all my friends, actually. This goes out to all my friends that have also, been harassed and bullied on social media because they were identified with me. This goes out also to my kids now that are also being bullied and, all of that. This goes out to all my supporters. And I thank you to all my fans for always being positive. Even if they try to create an account to pretend that you're a Heart Evangelista fan and ruin the solid values that we have, it doesn't matter because I know my fans. I may not have a lot, but I know your hearts, and I really thank you for always listening to me. That even if it's so hard and you want to answer back, and you want to fight back, you want to, say all these things because you know the truth, I really appreciate that you guys are calm and you hold yourself together and you're just always so positive about things. And again, I want this to be a reminder, not just to my fans, but to other fans, that we're more powerful when we're all united. We're more powerful when there's peace. And you always have to never put down anybody because you want to lift up another person. This is just a reminder to all the fans, because I know that it doesn't just happen to me, it also happens to other actors and their fans fight and everything. It's actually such a better world if we can all be together and support each other. Can you imagine how many fans, not just my fans, will be your fans, even other fans? And that's just so beautiful, right? And the Instagram atmosphere can actually be a better place and even fun. I mean, you're gonna get sick by being so negative. So, Tatiana Moy Moy, you said to move on. I have moved on. I have forgiven, but not necessarily you forget, because some things are too traumatizing to forget. It's not a joke to be in a situation where you were afraid that even your mother and it was not a joke, and I was pretty traumatized. And for me to talk about it now is because it's not that you have gotten over it, it's because you struggled for a long time, because people were always at your back. People, you try to make a move, you try to in a way touch the person sometimes, and then wild reactions happen, and it's not a joke. It's really not a joke, and I'm sure people are aware. And so yeah, it's not that I haven't moved on, but I haven't said my piece, and I'm not afraid anymore. So there you go. Yes, I am actually the only one talking about it now, because the others were afraid, and in fact, I can relate to that, because I was very afraid. In fact, I was supposed to sue because there were things that were said to me, and I was afraid, but I didn't, because I didn't want ayoko ng gulo. Natatakot ako. Nakakalabas ng bahay, I was being harassed, there was so much, but that changes, as you get older. It changes. And again, I'm coming out because I'm not afraid anymore. Redundant ka, Bess. Okay, yes, I am redundant, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't care anymore, and you shouldn't care anymore. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to get it out, and I'm gonna start talking about it more, not just about a certain situation, because this is showbiz entertainment alone. This is all about motivating other women and other people. I'm gonna have to prepare dinner. And so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys learned something from me and my experiences. And thank you very, very much.